One of the biggest news stories in North America the past couple of days is the proposed $700 billion bailout of Wall Street that is being promoted by the Bush administration, most particularly U.S. Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson. Now, in this act that is now before Congress, which some congressmen and a few senators have expressed concern over, among them was expressed by Senator Barack Obama, was about the golden parachute handshakes which will be given to the executives who led their companies to the point of this brink of disaster. That is definitely of concern, but by far what I think should be the biggest concern in when one examines the entire act is this particular sentence, which is still in there in black and white, which is basically sums up the purpose of the whole act. It says decisions by the Secretary of course being the Secretary of the Treasury Henry Paulson, decisions by the Secretary pursuant to the authority of this act are non-reviewable and committed to agency discretion. The agency being referred to, of course, being the U.S. Treasury, and may not be reviewed by any court of law or any administrative agency. I'll read that again. Decisions by the Secretary pursuant to the authority of this act are non-reviewable and committed to agency discretion and may not be reviewed by any court of law or any administrative agency. In other words, Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson, in wanting this bill passed by Congress, in effect he wants the U.S. Congress to give him a blank check whereby he, Mr. Paulson, will decide where this money goes, and any decisions of his cannot be reviewed by any court of law or any administrative agency. I might remind YouTube viewers that back in April 2007, U.S. Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson, the same bozo who wants to be given absolute authority by Congress to distribute $700 billion of taxpayers' money, Henry Paulson said back in April 2007 that the U.S. housing market had corrected itself and that trouble in the subprime mortgage market would not spread through the rest of the economy. Mr. Paulson repeated this idiotic statement again in May 2007 and again in August 2007. Well, the events of the weekend of September 13th and 14th, 2008 have shown what an imbecile Mr. Paulson is. And now he wants the U.S. Congress to give him full authority to use $700 billion in taxpayers' money to put money to any company that he sees fit. Would you buy a used housing market from this man? I think not.